Welcome to today's story time. Today's story is called Ruby Flew Too. Once upon a time, upon a nest, beside a lake, there lived 2 ducks, a mother duck and a father duck. How do you know which is the mummy and which is the daddy? Do you know? The mummies are brown and the daddies have a green head. There were 5 eggs in the nest. Mother duck sat upon the nest all day and all night. Through howling wind and driving rain, looking after the eggs, all 5 of them. Then, one bright morning, the eggs began to hatch. 1, 2, 3, 4 little beaks poked out in the sunlight. How many were there to start with? Can you remember? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 little ducklings shook their feathers in the breeze. We'll call them Rufus, Rory, Rosie and Rebecca, said Father Duck. And Mother Duck agreed. But the 5th egg did nothing. Will it ever hatch? Said Father Duck. It will, said Mother Duck, in its own time. And sure enough, it did. She's very small, said Father Duck. What shall we call her? We'll call her Ruby, said Mother Duck, because she's small and precious. Rufus, Rory, Rosie and Rebecca ate whatever they were given. They ate anything and everything. But Ruby ate nothing. Will she ever eat? Said Father Duck. She will, said Mother Duck, in her own time. And sure enough, she did. Rufus, Rory, Rosie and Rebecca swam off whenever they were able. They swam anywhere and everywhere. But Ruby swam nowhere. Will she ever swim? Said Father Duck. What do you think Mother Duck says? She will, in her own time. And sure enough, she did. Rufus, Rory, Rosie and Rebecca grew bigger. Can you see what they've done there? They've made the text bigger when the word means bigger. That's clever. And Ruby grew bigger too. Her feathers grew out and her wings grew broad and beautiful. And when Rufus, Rory, Rosie and Rebecca began to fly, Ruby flew too. Rufus, Rory, Rosie and Rebecca flew far and wide. They flew out across the water. They flew up among the trees. But Ruby flew farther and wider. She flew out beyond the water. She flew up above the trees. She flew anywhere and everywhere. She stretched out her beautiful wings and soared high amongst the clouds. Mother Duck and Father Duck watched Ruby flying off in the distance. Will she ever come back? Said Mother Duck. She will, said Father Duck, in her own time. So everybody gets there in the end, don't they? And sure enough, she did. So look, this is her when she's grown up, and she's brought all her babies and her daddy duck home to visit her family. And that's the end. Bye.